Welcome to the Missouri Business Podcast. The show is chock full of insight on what it's like to start, stop, and drive a thriving business in our great state. Each episode, we'll dive into the mind of a Show Me State business owner so you can avoid their mistakes and glean their expertise for your gain. Now, here's your host, John Piazza Norton.
Hey everybody, John Piazza Norton back with the Missouri Business Podcast. Of course, I'm the Main Street Business Mentor, and I'm here today at Preferred Pest Control. Thanks for having me in. This is Dawn Cooperider.
Hello everybody, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, for sure. And Dawn is a co-owner.
Yes.
With her husband Perry. And you guys have been doing this for almost getting on 10 years?
Yeah, Preferred Pest Control, him and I took over together in 2012.
Yes, but it's been around a lot longer than that.
Yeah, Preferred itself is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year.
Very nice.
Yeah. So as a business coach, what's the number one rookie mistake that you see people making?
Not getting any help.
Okay.
I mean, they just, hey, I got my idea in my head. It's going to work. They've polled no one.
Yeah.
They don't know if anybody's going to buy what they just did, especially if they're creating content and instruction, any type of coaches or whatever. They'll just make they'll spend all their time making this enormous program that two people buy. You have to run that thing live, do webinars, grind, get all the questions, then answer them all, then use all those answers as what you're doing.
Right.
That works great.
Okay.
And you can sell it because somebody's already, hey, they gave it to you.
Right.
A lot of folks will try to crowd think on Facebook. This is a very bad place to do it.
Yeah, I do see that happening. I'm a member of a couple of groups, so that seems to happen
It's
a lot.
a horrible, terrible place to do it.
Yeah.
I started the Missouri Entrepreneur Success Squad group on Facebook. It's a private group. I'm going to run it a lot like a coaching. And so folks can come in. I'm not always going to have the answer. I don't. But the folks that are getting involved with it could.
Okay.
And so learning from one another versus, here's my Instagram page, like it and I'll like yours.
Yeah.
Boo. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That is awful terrible. And here's why. Because you're going to get a bunch of people that are on your Instagram now that don't care. So you're like, I got all these followers and all these people watching. They're not watching. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You need to have that kind of activity naturally. You can ask for it. So they go and they look and like, okay, I will follow. Yes, that's good. Follow for follow, your metrics are garbage.
Yeah.
You can't tell what's going on. So, yes, get help. Free help. Just, if you're looking on YouTube for help, which is maybe where you're at right now, make sure it's the right help. Make sure you vet the person. You know what's going on with how they do business.
I use YouTube a lot. I'll go to YouTube and search something I don't know.
So do I.
But it's important to watch lots of different videos.
Yes.
And kind of figure out your own way. Don't just take what's working for somebody else. Because it may not work for you too.
Here's the number one thing. You want the number one thing? Here it is.
Okay.
They get on YouTube. They find the guru for the thing, and then they listen to what they said.
Yeah.
That guru has so much help.
Yeah.
There's so many people helping them because you can pay them.
Yeah.
That's not why you're trying to watch something like that. You are trying to figure out, hey, I don't have anything, but I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
You need to be listening to some beginners that are starting to get it.
Okay.
Hey, I just tried this. This part didn't work. You just said, hey, I ran this business. The first one didn't go that great.
Yeah.
I wish it had gone better, but it didn't. But you learned so much from it.
Yeah.
Hey, I spent all this money on this marketing group, and what if it didn't work? Well, now you know what didn't work.
Yeah.
This is not the way to do it. I need to do more of X, Y, and Z. And so different people are experts in different things on YouTube. You can't just say, I'm going to look at Gary Vee and he's going to tell me what to do. Gary Vee's not going to tell you anything to do. He's going to tell you to be positive doing it.
Yeah.
He's going to tell you to do it.
And just do something.
Right. But that's not telling you the instructions. Yeah. So finding the right mentor doesn't have to be me, but it's got to be somebody that's A, right for you, B, that knows business. Doesn't have to know your business. In fact, sometimes it's best if they don't.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I recently started working with some virtual assistants on trying to get some projects done that have been sitting on the back burner. I always mean to get to them, but there's just never time.
Yeah.
So gave it to them. They have no knowledge of the pest control industry at all.
Right.
But they're amazing virtual assistants.
Nice.
So they've been able to kind of poke holes in what I do, offer me a different perspective, just some outside of the box thinking, gaining perspective, maybe how your clients or customers would view what you're trying to do, because they don't have all the insider information either.
Right.
And sometimes you need somebody on the outside to look, and because sometimes you're just overlooking the obvious.
That's because you're second and third level.
Yeah.
That's because you're second and third level. If I'm looking at it, I'm a potential customer. I am like, why did they do that?
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Right.
Where to you it's not weird.
Yeah.
I did it because of...
It's logical to me, but it doesn't come across.
100%. But I've done it. I'm like, hey, what'd you guys think?
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, I had a moment like that just this morning. We do a weekly meeting with our field supervisor. We kind of go over just different issues, or we have a team meeting every Thursday morning, so we kind of strategize and figure out what we need to be talking about during that meeting.
Okay.
And we have what I call the tracker sheet for short, but it's basically a spreadsheet I created to track how all of our technicians' training is going.
Okay.
So I can make sure that as soon as they know how to eliminate a specific type of insect or do a specific type of treatment, we update our software so that they can begin taking appointments for that type of thing.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're blocked out of that particular activity.
Right. Until they have the experience and the licensing and everything. So we've been working with a few new hires on this process, and I'm getting frustrated because the tracker sheets aren't coming back to me completed. And for me, I'm sitting there thinking, what's so hard about this?
Yeah.
You check these little boxes, and I mean, it is an overwhelming, intense spreadsheet. But I'm like, you just check the boxes, what's so,
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to be able to take a step back and look at it from somebody else's perspective, because what seems perfectly logical to me, and I don't understand why anybody couldn't figure it out, once they try to apply it in the real work situation, we're losing something there.
Gotcha.
So for my virtual assistants, I can send that to them even and get another perspective on it. And they don't know pest control necessarily, but they work with so many other types of businesses that they're able to borrow what they've seen work well for somebody else and show me how I can apply a simple little change to eliminate this frustration that we're having with this one little training thing.
Right. I mean, I had never helped with a COVID tracking app before. Yeah. Now I've helped a business that worked with that. I've never helped with a mobile food service chicken truck before. Yeah, but helping them with a business plan for sure. Yeah. I can say, hey, the investor's not going to care about that at all.
Yeah, but you're also able to cherry pick ideas. Like, this company did this thing, it works so good.
Right.
I think you could try that for your business and offer not only the idea, but some how-to steps on implementation.
Absolutely. Don Cooperider, Preferred Pest Control, thanks so much for having us out today.
Thank you.
Again, John Piazza Norton, Main Street Business Mentor with the Missouri Business Podcast, and we will see you guys next time.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of the Missouri Business Podcast. Make sure to visit our website, MissouriBusinessPodcast.com, where you can subscribe to the show on iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher, so you get the ding when the next one is out. And if you have a question to pose on the show, just shoot us a comment on the website, or like the John Piazza Norton Facebook fan page for direct access. Be sure to tune in next time when we squeeze the brain of another business leader for your benefit. Talk is cheap. I'm from Missouri. You have got to show me. See you next time.